Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Learn English, Grow Yourself, the podcast where we explore personal growth and help you improve your English at the same time. I'm Mel, your co-host, currently sipping a very hot cup of green tea.
And I'm Matt, not drinking anything fancy, just water. I'm keeping it spiritual,
Oh, very wise of you, starting the day like a monk.
Exactly. Except monks probably don't check their phones 5 times before breakfast.
Probably not. But hey, progress, not perfection. And today's episode is perfect for this kind of conversation because we're diving into one of the most famous self-development books ever written, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Yes, this book is all about living in the present moment, finding peace inside yourself, and learning not to get lost in your thoughts. It's one of those books people either find completely life-changing or they say, wait, what's he talking about?
True, it can sound very deep at first, but the beauty of it is that the ideas are actually quite simple when you break them down. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Explain the key ideas in a clear way with real life and language learning examples.
So grab a cup of tea or water if you want to be spiritual like me, and let's dive into the power of now.
So the first key idea is the heart of the book. The present moment is all we have. Tolle says most people spend their time trapped in the past or worrying about the future.
Yes. He explains that our mind is always trying to escape the present. We replay things that happened yesterday or imagine things that might happen tomorrow.
I do that all the time. Sometimes I'll be washing the dishes and my mind will go, why did you say that weird thing 5 years ago?
Classic. My brain likes to say, what if you make a fool of yourself next week?
So we're either stuck in the past or trapped in the future. But Tolle reminds us that life actually happens in the present moment. The past is memory. The future is imagination. The only real moment is now.
And that idea sounds very simple, but it can change how we live. When you actually focus on what's happening right now, your breath, the feeling of your hands, the sound around you, you realize how much energy we waste being somewhere else in our minds.
And that's so relevant for language learners too. When people try to speak in English, they often worry, what if I make a mistake? What if I forget a word?
Exactly. But the conversation isn't happening in the future. It's happening right now. So the more present you are, the more naturally your language flows.
It's like this. Imagine you're at a cafe talking to someone in English, and instead of panicking about the grammar you might mess up in 5 seconds, you bring your focus back to this second. You listen, you breathe, you speak.
Tolle often says, wherever you are, be there, totally. That means giving your full attention to the moment.
One easy exercise he suggests is just becoming aware of your breath. Even one conscious breath can bring you back to the present moment.
And if your mind runs away, as it will, because that's what minds do, you gently bring it back without judging yourself.
I love that. It's like training a puppy. You don't get angry when it runs away, you just call it back.
My mind is definitely a very energetic puppy.
Mine too.
The second key idea in the book is one of the most powerful. You are not your thoughts.
Yes, Eckhart Tolle talks about what he calls the voice in the head. It's that constant inner commentary, the stream of thoughts that never seems to stop.
Like the little narrator who says things like, you're not good enough, or you should have done that better, or why did you say that?
Exactly. Tolle says the first step towards inner peace is to realize that this voice is not who you really are. You are the awareness behind the voice.
He uses the image of watching a movie. Your thoughts are like the movie playing on the screen, but you're actually the one sitting in the cinema watching it.
That's such a helpful image because if you believe everything your mind says, you get lost in the movie. But if you observe it, you stay free.
For example, let's say a learner thinks, my English is terrible. If they believe that thought, they might feel hopeless and stop speaking.
But if they observe the thought, oh, interesting, my mind just said that, then they have a choice. They don't have to believe it.
It's like watching clouds in the sky. You don't have to climb on every single cloud.
Exactly. And sometimes the thought is just old habit, maybe years of school tests or fear of making mistakes.
And here's the magical thing. When you create space between you and your thoughts, they lose their power.
So the next time that inner voice starts talking nonsense, you can simply notice it. Oh, that's just my mind again. And then focus back on what's real, the moment, the conversation, your breath.
That's such a freeing idea. You're not your thoughts. You're the awareness watching them.
Which also means you don't have to fight every thought. You can just let them pass.
Like cars driving down the street. You can watch them without jumping into the traffic.
And that's probably safer too.
Definitely safer.
Definitely safer.
Observe. To watch or notice something carefully. Example, I observe my thoughts without judgment.
Judgment. Forming an opinion, often negative. Example, she spoke without judgment.
Acceptance. Agreeing to reality as it is. For example, acceptance brings peace.
Resist. To fight against something. For example, when I resisted the rain, I felt more stressed.
Identify with. To believe something is part of who you are. For example, don't identify with every negative thought.
Voice in the head. The inner talk or mental chatter. For example, the voice in the head can be very loud sometimes.
Flow. A state where you are fully focused and things feel natural. For example, he spoke English in flow.
Surrender. To stop fighting and accept the situation. For example, she surrendered to the present moment. Let's do some simple practice to bring these ideas to life.
First, listening challenge. Repeat after me slowly. I choose to focus on the present moment.
And my turn. I observe my thoughts, but I am not my thoughts.
Second, speaking challenge. Record yourself using 2 of today's vocabulary words in a short sentence. For example, I accept my mistakes and keep learning.
Third, reflection prompt. This week, try to notice one moment when your mind runs away. Pause, take a deep breath, bring your attention back to the now.
It can be while you're studying, cooking, or just sitting on the bus.
Every moment can be a moment of presence.
If you'd like to go deeper, we've prepared a free PDF with the transcript of this episode, a book summary, vocabulary list, grammar tips, and practice activities. You can download it from the link in the description.
And remember, if your mind starts running away again, just smile at it and gently bring it back.
Presence doesn't have to be complicated.
2 voices, 1 goal. Better English, better you. Bye for now.